The president is an utter moron.
What's up, my people? I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. It's almost 1 o'clock here in the UK. Today we're going to be talking about The Usual. Name of the track is called The Usual. Oh man, this track was crazy, man. I talked a little bit about the school life. I talked a little bit about, some crazy stuff. So we're going to go through the track and see what the hell I was talking about. What the hell was I thinking? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend or have had a fantastic weekend, and we're back here. It's going to be one of these crazy tracks once again, and we're getting so close towards the end of the album, and I just feel like, damn, man, we've come so far, man. 20 tracks, man. 20 tracks. Shit, it's been crazy. It's just been crazy. All right, so a couple of things that I want to say first is obviously as we get towards the end of this album, I'm just going to start doing something totally different than, obviously just talking about the songs. I'm going to be doing something totally different, which I mentioned in my last video, which was yesterday. If you guys have been following, every weekend I said I'm going to be here, is that I'm going to start this new thing of just talking randomly to having like video calls with random strangers on this site called Omegle. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It was something that I someone recommended, like, just give this a try and just have some conversations with these people and let's see what happens. I want to hear what some random person has to say about a certain topic. I'll just pick up a topic or they can bring up something, and then we can just take it from there and see where it leads to. It'll be fun. You guys, obviously, whoever's watching, if you guys do watch, just, post a comment or whatever. If you guys have something that you'd want me to talk about, I can also do that. So this is track 16, The Usual. So let's go straight into the song. So let's hear the song first, and then I'll break down the lyrics and we'll just take it from there. And what you heard obviously was the instrumental. So here's the song. Let's go through the song. Let's see what the hell I was doing. And I started using like some crazy sound effects and vocals from like small vocal clips from like other, like just from the internet. Obviously, I just sampled these random people just saying random phrases, and I put that into the song just to add some flavor and mix. And if you notice that, like, the beat is very, very simple. Like most of the beats on this album, obviously I created all the beats, so this is a very unique album. I did all the beats, all the production work, and I try to keep it as simple as possible. I didn't want to go all crazy with like different mixes and like sound effects, and it was very simple and laid back. I wanted whoever was listening to this album, I wanted them to just feel like this was something that was very relaxed and chilled out. And of course, obviously, I did have a couple of songs here and there that was a bit over the top. Of course, we've gone through them. But I think this one was really chilled out. I really liked the beat. And and I just talked about, basic stuff, everything that someone who's in campus experiences. There's obviously relationships, keeping up with the appearances, so all these kind of things, and of course assignments and it's crazy. But let's go through it and let's see what this whole song is about. So let me share my screen here for a second. And then of course, I was into skateboarding, so I obviously had to mention that. So let's check out the song and see what the hell.
Chilloutrecords.
The president is an utter moron.
Okay. Hey, Bristol, where you at, man? The album's coming out when? Oh, okay, cool. Can't wait. All this hard work making music for the fans, Speedy G stating this crap. I was left clueless, man. I placed a penny into the ground and watched it grow into a money tree. Pluck the leaves, now watch me blow. Cash in the air, my relatives don't care, but I'd rather...
Yes, back to the relatives, of course. And I talked about this a couple of times ago, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's going through this. We all have those special pair of relatives in your, well, not pair, but a group of relatives that just really don't care. You know, you've gone through a lot of shit. They've seen you, they've watched you grow up from this small little child, and you know, once you grow up, it's like, okay, we're all, you know, we don't really give a shit about you anymore. It's like, what happened? You know, is it because now I need your help? It's kind of funny when I think about it. Like when you're a kid, you know, your relatives, your parents would all come and give you money. Oh, you know, they just come and like, you know, give you gifts and presents and everything. And even when you were like a young teenager, right, they would come and, you know, give you like on special occasions, you know, like these religious holidays, they'd come and give you like gifts and shit. But now as an adult, when you actually need their help, it's like now, you know, they're all vanished. They're all disappeared. And it doesn't make any sense because when I see my life, the way I've grown up and like as of the older I get and the more experience that I have in my field of work, I feel like, yeah, you know, I'm starting to stabilize. I'm starting to get better at what I do. And so, you know, even the cash flow is starting, you know, to kick in. So I am in that position to help relatives and family members. But it's like, how come they couldn't do it when I was young, you know, and when I was growing up? So it just didn't make sense. So that's why I said, like, you know, relatives just don't really give a shit, you know. It's every man for himself, and I don't know why we're living in this kind of a culture, you know. It's like the internet has connected us to the point where it's like we know so much about each other now. It's like, why do we need to physically be there and care for each other now? It's like, I can just check his status and I know what he's going through. So yeah, it's crazy. We're living in a crazy world.
See him in the hospital, live for the cash like everyone else does across the globe, but no one wants to know someone who lost the dough.
Yes, no one wants to know someone who lost the dough. Yeah, the minute you get broke and you start reaching out to people, that's when they start blocking you, and they just don't want to know you at that point. It's funny, if a rich person comes and asks you for money, you know they're rich and they've given that persona that they're rich. Oh, you will be handing out money. You will be taking loans to hand out money to this guy, right? It's the same story like the Tinder swindler, right? The guy gave off this persona that he was rich and he was able to pay back the loan, pay back the money that he borrowed because he gave off that impression that you're rich. So if you show off people that you're rich, and then you ask for money, they're like, oh, this guy's rich, man. He can afford to pay me back. He might even pay me back with interest. You know, he might even pay me back twice more than what I've given him. You know, a rich person comes up to you and says, hey, can you just give me like 50 pounds? They're like, yeah, of course, man. 50 pounds, I'll give you 100, man. You know, because you have this feeling like, this guy's going to pay me back like tenfold. A beggar comes up to you like, yeah, this guy can't afford to pay me back, you know. So, and no one wants to help out someone who's lost their dough. So that was what I was going through, and I'm still going through, and it's just part of life, isn't it?
Last but not least, I floss with only talent, no cash, like a boss with no employees. Go to school, work out in the gym. Classes at 9 a.m., but I'd rather flirt now with Kim.
Okay, what I meant by that line, classes at 9 a.m., but I'd rather flirt now with Kim. You know, when you're on campus, you're still at that stage where your hormones are taking over your logical thinking. So it's like, forget studying. I mean, why am I here? I'm here to hit on chicks. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so funny that at the point of your life when you need to make the most important decisions is the time your hormones and your emotions are coming into play to distract you and blind you from making logical decisions at the point when you actually need to make the most important decisions of your life. Because if you don't study hard or you don't focus on your goals at that point, you know, because you're young, you've got the energy, and then you're just there running after women and chasing after relationships and shit. Yeah, you're gonna screw yourself over.
I look cool, pull that skirt down and spin. I'm an expert now with things to make a skirt now within, cause I'm ballin'. in the school of ass.
I want to discuss all this behavior.
Oh, shut up, bitch.
Yes, I was balling in the balling in the sense that I was kind of popular in that school. Yes, USIU, the school of ass. No, I did not join it because of that. I there was a course I really wanted to do, and I was like, I'm gonna go and do that. I did not join that university just because of the women. I just found out later on that, god damn, there was some crazy women there. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of stupid shit up in that university, and it's like, why? And it's not only that university. I mean, there's so many. It's a global thing, yeah, it's just crazy.
Cause I was a one-trick pony until I met Tony, introduced me to hip-hop, homie.
Yeah, always have to shout out to people that introduced me to hip hop. So Tony, yeah, Big T.
Now my music is my love and she loves me back. So get down on both knees and blow me.
Can you keep a secret?
I remember the days I used to skate at the skate park. Kangemi was next door, it ain't far. And the pretty ladies roamed the
Kangemi was a skate park, man. We built a skate park in Kangemi. So these people from Germany came in and sponsored us, the SSK, and the SSK then took over and actually built a skate park in Kangemi. Can you guys believe that? Like, this was the first skate park in Nairobi. And I still, to this day, cannot believe it. Finally, that project took off, and now, like, the kids are actually skating. So there's a small orphanage there that's, the kids go there and skate. So at least if we're able to get the kids off the streets, off the drugs, off the, other bad things, and they can just skate. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if they are not able to make a living out of whatever, drugs or whatever, at least they can get diverted from that and start skating and maybe get a job or a life out of that, make some money out of that. I mean, here in the first world, of course, skateboarding is almost treated as a business. You can make a lot of money out of it if you really dedicate your time into it. You can make a good amount of money. I've seen people do that. So, it was an option for the kids, and it felt really good to, be a part of that. And when I see that they're posting videos and, sponsored videos as well, at the skate park, it's amazing. I'm really proud of the SSK, everyone in the SSK, shout out to everyone, Leo, of course. And I had a conversation with Leo way back in a couple of videos. In fact, I'll try and get him back on the channel and just talk a little bit more about the SSK and what they've been up to recently.
in the streets around me, cause we're making these beats from South Sea. I remember the days I used to skate at the skate park. Kangemi was next door, it ain't far. And the pretty ladies roamed on the streets around me, cause we're making these beats from South Sea. My album is the shit, hip-hop it says. And the people ask when will he drop his waist, cause it's hard to get famous the legal way. Was in the kinship of thugs needed.
Of course, it's hard to get famous the legal way, man. Especially in Kenya, you need to know someone under the table and give him some money under the table, and then that's how you can actually make it. There's no freaking way that you can actually put in the hard work and then get famous and yeah. And the music industry especially is so corrupt. Even back then when I was doing all this music and performances, and we approached a couple of radio stations, it was like if you wanted your content played on the radio, you had to either know someone or on the inside, of course, or someone who works in the radio stations, or you just have to bribe someone. And of course, it doesn't make sense. You're an upcoming artist. You don't have any money. You're hoping that your music and the stuff that you're creating, your content that you're creating, is going to pay you at the end of the day. That's why you're doing it, initially, of course. But it was really tough. So yeah, that's why I said that line, that there's no way that you can make it the legal way.
Nah, fuck. I got rhymes for days, call it words galore.
Okay, I kind of messed up that line and I didn't delete it, so I called it a bridge.
Nah, fuck. I got rhymes for days, call it words galore. Go to school to drop glasses from the 3rd floor so I could write lyrics. It's forgone for days, and in the digital age fans just copy paste. My album is the shit, hip-hop it says. And the people ask when will he drop his waist, cause it's hard trying to get famous the legal way. Was in the kinship of thugs, needless to say. Skip parties and drugs, friendship and love. Still turned out well behaved and kept that needle away. I don't need to be abusive to get a point across.
Yeah, I guess obviously the point I was trying to make there is, it was really difficult to stay away from drugs and thugs. So yeah, it was I was surrounded by them. It was very easy to get into that type of lifestyle, I guess you can say. You're hanging out with your friends. Some of them are doing cocaine, some of them are partying and calling up hookers and all that kind of stuff. And it's like very difficult to control yourself, especially when you're young and your hormones and your emotions are all over the place. You're questioning life. What is the meaning of life? What is the point of my existence? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? And you're looking for that direction, and you're surrounded by all this stuff that you can just get into very easily, and you don't know that it's just a freaking rabbit hole that you'll just jump into, and you might not even be able to get out of. So it wasn't easy. I guess the lesson I learned from this was try and surround yourself with people that you look up to. That is so freaking important. I cannot stress this enough. Just surround yourself with people that one day you want to be. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you need to leave that room. If you're in a group of friends and you're the smartest person, you need to get better friends. You need to change your friends. You need to surround yourself with people that you look up to and say, I want to be like this person in a couple of years. And that was the biggest lesson I learned. It took me a while to get that, to understand that, but it all makes sense so much right now.
But in this country many talks, so just have a coin to toss. Let's spit the truth. Wouldn't you rather join the cause? But the truth hurts, which means the damn ointment claws. I'm just a rapper on a beat, but you can't beat the rapper. I'm Indian, but still the ladies grab my grind and pause.
You need to grow up.
I'm straight from South Sea. Bitch, you know nothing about me. Shout out to my homies doing the major APT. The rest of you'll learn in ABC. You'll never make it, see?
Yeah, the whole thing of the major APT, applied computer technology, man, it was such a crazy course. It was not easy. It still isn't easy. It's always changing. Software is always changing. And it's just one of these things that when I looked at what other people were studying at that time, and I was like, what the hell are you guys studying? International relations or psychology or something? Okay, I'm not saying psychologies and all these other courses are easy, but I'm just saying that what I was going through, I felt was really, that was some difficult shit. So, it's yeah, but you're always biased towards yourself, isn't it? You always feel like you're going through a harder time than anyone else is. Everyone goes through that. Everyone feels like that. I just personally felt that I was doing some really complex computer science shit, and people were just there partying, and because I looked at students. I used to hang out with students that were doing other courses, and there was this one guy. He would just show up to freaking campus with a pen. You wouldn't even have a freaking backpack or books or anything, just a pen. I'm like, where do you write your notes then? If you have the pen, where do you write the notes? It was just freaking ridiculous. So anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. We are here. I don't know where those guys are though, but I'm here. So
I remember the days I used to skate at the skate park. Kangemi was next door, it ain't far. And the pretty ladies roamed on the streets around me, cause we're making these beats from South Sea. I remember the days I used to skate at the skate park. Kangemi was next door, it ain't far. And the pretty ladies roamed on the streets around me, cause we're making these beats from South Sea. Beats from South Sea.
That's it.
Beats from South Sea.
Beats from South Sea.
Beats from South Sea.
Fantastic, man. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I guess I will catch you guys next weekend. Have a fantastic week. This is your host, SG from Chill Out Records, signing out. Peace.